One part I forgot to add was the unit testing that is required in this assignment. And as I said before, the purpose of the assignment is to show biases within the genders. So in the application itself, we were limited to two, males and females. So it is really important for us to have a data set that contains the two. And as you can see here, this is a module which will accept this loan payments as CSVs. And we have the other test CSVs here, which is biostats and loan. And the unit testing I used was PyTest, and the good thing about PyTest is it's all automated on the terminal level, so it's pretty easy to unit test the application at hand. So this is the actual module to unit test. So it pretty much enters the file and has a directory name. And if the file doesn't exist, it'll print this out and return it. And it would check. So in this column, it would check for the gender column and make sure and they would make sure it will create the two columns, the male and female, with the zeros and ones as I showed in the application prior. And it would find the length of the column. So it would count at the initial columns before the change and after the change. So if we take away one and add two more columns, we should have just one extra column. And that is what the test provides. So I would now show how the program works. So as you can see, the directory that is inside the AI code, which is the folder I created, which contains the folder of the files. So this is where you want to open up a terminal to do the test. And then you run this script, Python 3 mtest PyTest workflow. And PyTest is a framework that will actually test the modules to do the unit test. So if you run this, you would have a failure. So as you can see here, it collected 3 items, which was from in the utilities, the 3 CSV files. And it says that biostat was the one that failed because 7 minus 5 is not 1, it's actually 2. So this is asserting that there are 3, that the function created 3 genders, not 2. And as you can see here, the 1 failed and the 2 passed. So this is good. This is what I expected. And this should be it for unit testing.